Welcome back everyone to another episode here on the Chroma Endless 2 mod pack server. Once again, if you do want to join the server, head over to the Discord in the description. Just put your name in the whitelist and you should be pretty much good to go. So as you can see, we have started working on some immersive engineering. So I did, I think, 2 streams since my last video here. And we started on immersive engineering over here in stage 2. We made the hammer using the mana weaving stuff. Yeah, mana weaving altar. And then we went through, made the coke oven. We made the blast furnace. Again, these are pretty easy to do. You do have to use the mechanical crafting for it, but nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy at all. We got ourselves some steel. We already had an engineer's workbench from before. We made some arc cutters, and then we made some power. Now I did test both the water wheels and the windmill. Um, I think the windmill, it has to be higher up, and because we are not too high up here, it wasn't making. It was only producing, I think, like 30 RF per tick or something like that, or FE, I should say. While the water wheels, they produce about like 74 here. Um, so I want to show you how that works. How do I? You know what? Let me do this. Let me grab some of you. And this should start using up the power, and then we will see here. I'm using the energy meter here to see how much power it is transferring. But yeah, I can just go like that. And you can see here we're doing 74, right? And this is connected directly to the water wheels. And yeah, that's pretty much what we've been using so far. And yeah, pretty much we also made ourselves the metal press, and over here we made ourselves the industrial fermenter. This guy is getting us some ethanol. I made myself a dark tank here to fill up that ethanol, and I also made myself a dark tank over here for the coke oven for the creosote oil. So and then also I made a trash bin here for any excess creosote oil. This dark tank holds, I think, 144 buckets. Yeah, 144 buckets. I think you can increase it, if I'm not mistaken, because there's 2 crafts here. There is one with just the regular gems, and there's one with the block of gems. And I think it's pretty much 9 times the amount. And I think you can add them together to do more. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. You know what? Let's test that, because I'm not really sure if that's true or not. Maybe I'm saying some false information here. So let's make another tank. Oh, was I needed iron, and I needed some copper. Gotta make some more copper. Oh, you know what? This is actually new too for you guys, right? I don't think I did this. No, I'm pretty sure this was on the first stream. So I reorganized my stuff here, my inventory. I made myself some netherite barrels. I've been using the netherite that we've been gathering from the mining drill. That grabbed a bunch of netherite, a bunch of cobalt. We have a ton of cobalt right now, by the way. We have like blocks and stacks of blocks of it. And then we have a bunch of netherite from that as well. So that allowed me to make myself, I think that this is 25 netherite barrels. I'm not using them all yet. The ones that have the images are the ones that are being used so far. And then I also made myself the limited gold barrels. So these guys can hold, normally I think it's 2000. It's like one of these guys. Yeah, it's like 2000 and something. Can I right click? Okay, here we go. They'll tell me the it does not. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's like 2000 something, 2128 maybe, and then the gold is like 4 times that. It should tell me somewhere the maximum. Oh, there we go, 6144 for the gold one, and I guess this one would be, yeah, 2048. Sorry, so I did mistake that. So yeah, I made those guys here. I gotta make some more of these guys. I didn't realize I was gonna need more of them, because there are some more blocks here that are stacked up. I've been using the stack upgrades tier 2 to kind of help with that as well. The tier 3 and above, that we need the arcane gold blocks, which I haven't done yet. Honestly, I haven't really looked into it, but it looks like it might be doable. I just haven't done it. So yeah, I just been using the tier 2 ones for now. And then what was I gonna do? All right, so let me grab some more copper here. I have a few, and let's make that into some more plates here. All right, so we have enough at least to show you what I want to show you. We got to just make myself a tank, put this guy like this, then these dark gem blocks like that, and then these guys like that. So that is the 144 bucket. So I guess yeah, 144 buckets. It's 144,000 millibuckets. I think if I do this, I pick you up and I do this, yeah, I could combine it to 288. Cool. Yeah, so you can combine these. I don't know what the maximum is. I honestly have no idea. I've never really messed around with craft too much. I did play around with it a little bit in Dungeons and Dragons and Space Shuttles because that is one of the main mods that you gotta use. But honestly, other than that, I haven't really looked into it too much. And it might be something we look into eventually. But yeah, for today, what I want to do is continue the quest line here, and I want to see if I can make all these other heavy machineries from industrial engineering. So we got to make the mixer, we got to make the industrial squeezer, and the refinery. And I guess maybe the bottling machine as well, and possibly the arc furnace. I'm not sure if we'll get to the arc furnace. Looks like that might require some other stuff here from applied logistics. So we'll see if we get there. I don't think we will, but I want to get at least these guys here, and ideally I want to get closer to our goal of getting the intermechanism and get the metallurgical infuser. But that does require this too, it looks like. So for now, we will work on this side right here. And I guess I could also make this improved coke oven. This is a custom coke oven that the Chroma 2 has set up. Honestly, I'm not sure if we'll need it. Like we have a good amount of coke oven, coke already. I don't know if we need that much more, but we'll see. We'll see. However, before we continue, oh, you know what? What I forgot to show you guys. So I set up these guys right here. So these 4 blocks. Grab one of each. These 4 blocks you can automate this using the cobble generator, this custom cobble generation. So I made crimsonite, I made the ochrum and the viridium and the azurine, I think is how you say it. So each of these, they give you different ores. So this one gives you iron, this one gives you gold, this one gives you copper, and this one gives you zinc. And then that is in the crushing guy right here. You crush them up. Actually, I might have a bunch in here already. Yeah, you get the crushed raw iron, copper, zinc, and the gold as well. You also get the nuggets as well. It is only a 30% chance, but because you can automate the creation of them, it's pretty much like free resources, right? And then I just put that in here to double up as well whenever it. So that is one other thing I kind of want to show you. But yeah, the other thing I want to do right before we continue with the immersive engineering is I want to make myself the time in a bottle. So I made myself some more mechanical crafters here, and I set them up like this for now. This is the tallest one, I believe. So once I finish this, I'm gonna break this down and fix up the flooring. But yeah, it is exposed a little bit just because I think it's 9 tall, and like the room itself is only 7 tall. But it is what it is. So yeah, let's make this guy. That is this guy right here. The reason why I couldn't do it before is because we didn't need the steel, but now we have the steel. Clear glass, the Uriel bottle, we've just found this from looting. A cuckoo clock, I gotta make this still, and then a incandescent light bulb, which I actually made already. And the last thing here was just some brass. So that is super easy to do, except we just gotta make the cuckoo clock. I have a glass right here. The clock, I guess, I'm gonna guess is just like normal. All right, so this should be the last of the items, and let's see if it works. Yep, looks like it's working. Let's bring it all together. I do have it so it pops up over here. There we go. That's so cool. We have the time in a bottle. Cool. So if you don't know how this works, pretty much it will store time, the time that you spend in the server or in the world, in the bottle, and then you can use it by right clicking it on something, and it'll use it. So it'll 2 times it up until 64 times, or no, actually I think it goes up to 256 times, right? As fast, but that means it will use the time that much faster. So you kind of want to just keep it on you for, especially at the beginning. I should have made this earlier, to be honest, as soon as I could. But yeah, you want to keep this on you all the time, and then later on when you need a machine to like produce a bunch of things at once, you can go ahead and use it on that machine. So yeah, that's cool. I have that going now. And the next thing, like I said, let's continue and make some more of these machines. So I'm going to go ahead and prep these guys up, and then we should be pretty much good to go and make them. All right, guys. So I believe I have everything now to make the 3 next machines. That's going to be the mixer, the squeezer, and the refinery. By the way, you could look at how to craft it, like how the multi-block goes in two different ways. In the JEI, you can look at it here. For example, let's look at the mixer. You're gonna see here the only thing that this doesn't have, like it shows you everything that you need, and it shows you like the image, but it doesn't show you the layer by layer, which is sometimes useful. So if you want to see layer by layer, you can look at the engineer's manual over here. And for example, let's look at the mixer again. And here it tells you layer by layer how it should look. I always get confused what the front of the block is. I think it's where the redstone engineer block goes. So I'm going to make that the front. Also, before anything, let me pause it here. There we go. So that's how that's going to look like, right? So let's put it over here. Let's make some room. Maybe over here. How much room is that? Let's move it over one more. Over here, and then I now already forgot. Okay, so it's pipe. So 3 pipes like this, and then the rest of this is going to be the scaffolding like that. And this is 3x3, right? Yep, 3x3. Let's continue that. There's going to be 2 more engineering blocks like that. So these are the light engineering blocks. I think this one was over here, and over here was 4 of you guys. Is that correct? I think. Yep, that is correct. And finally on top is going to be a steel fence and 1 more engineering block like that. So this guy should make the where's my hammer? Here we go. This should make the squeezer. Oh, sorry, the mixer. There we go. We got the mixer. So we will work on that. The next one we want over here is the squeezer. Now, I don't think I need too much room. The reason why I wanted room here is because the press is usually used quite often. Like I was using this to make the rods, steel rods. Over here, I can just give it maybe like, let's see, maybe 2, 3. This is the same size. This is the squeezer now. Fermenter. Where's the squeezer? Here we go. Yeah, 3x3 again. So I could just make it 3 wide right here. Yeah, let's do that. So now let's go back here, do the squeezer. All right, so here we go. So the squeezer is gonna be similar again. This guy's gonna go right here. Now I had this guy rotated. I've been trying to rotate it back, but it wasn't working properly. And then looks like it's gonna be 2 of you like that, and everything else should be the scaffolding. Like that. So that is the first layer. And then the second layer, I believe this guy was here. Let's see if I remember that right. Let's continue. You have the barrels in the back. Yeah. The barrels go back here. Then one of you over here like that. Right? Yeah, that's you guys. And then 3 fences and the piston. Right. Okay, so 3 fences. 1, 2, 3, and then the piston. Let me just do this to make it a little easier to place the piston properly. Nope, not like that. Come on. There we go. And this should be the squeezer. Is that right? Hey, there we go. We got the squeezer done. So we got the mixer, we got the squeezer, and finally we're gonna put here the last guy, which is the, I forgot now, the refinery. That's it, the refinery. So this guy, let's see, arc furnace. Here we go, refinery. This is gonna be a longer boy, so that's gonna be a 3x5. It looks like. So maybe what I'll do, I'll place it over here. Yeah, that should work. So let's go back here, refinery. All right, so looks like the refinery, the first layer is going to be all pipes in the middle, and then it's going to be steel, 2 steel, and then the engineering blocks. The light, looks like the light is in the back and heavy's in the front. 1, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. All right. There we go. So that should be the first layer. And then the next layer is going to be sheet metals. Those go on top of there. Sheet metal there. Okay. You go on top here, you go on top here, and you go here. And I believe it was more sheet metals here, but let's just double check it. More sheet metals on top. Yep, and that's pretty much it. Cool. And this should make the refinery. And there we go. We got the refinery done as well. Cool. So we have these 3 machines. Honestly, that did not take too long. The most annoying part, I can't remember if I mentioned, but it was just making the redstone engineering blocks right here because we had to go make more electron tubes, and this requires a bunch of redstone. So I did have to go mining for redstone. I got to figure out if there's a better way to get redstone. I think there is a drill for it. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, the raw redstone from crate ore excavation. So we just got to find a node for that, and then we should be good to go on that. So that shouldn't be too bad. But there we go. We have a more heavy machinery here. Let's see what else we got to do. Looks like the next steps we got to make is the energy accumulator. I think this is pretty much like the capacitors now. I think that's what they're called. And then we can continue, maybe do the improved coke oven. Honestly, I'm not too sure if we have too much time for this episode to do that, but you can kind of see the idea on how to do this. It shouldn't be too bad. So I might do this in between episodes, maybe on the next stream as well. And then on this side, we got to make ourselves some, I don't know how to say that, phenolic resin. And I think that's just a mixture of creosote oil. Yeah, creosote oil and this stuff right here. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to even try that. Yeah, no, I'm not going to try that. But this is in the refinery with the ethanol that we've been gathering from the from this guy right here. So we just got to move the ethanol into the refinery, and then that should be good to go. Now we do got to make myself some more connectors, and I'm debating if I should just use the energy cables. And whoops, here you go. Sorry, energy pipes. I said cables, but it's the energy pipes I'm talking about. Like this might just be easier to transfer the power, maybe. The only problem is that, again, requires a bunch of electron tubes. So maybe once I get the redstone set up, this might be a more viable option. So yeah, we'll see. I think for now I'll just make myself some more LV connectors, connect these guys, and start making that stuff. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Looks like we are well into some immersive engineering now, and slowly but surely getting closer into some mechanism, and also I guess some applied energistics is next as well. So yeah, I'm gonna probably have to do that in between episodes, probably on stream, because it looks like we gotta explore, get all the presses. I think I only have 2 of them so far. I think I found one meteor one time, and we have, yeah, we got 3, well, we got 3 presses, but only 2 different types. So I guess we're halfway there for this guy. But looks like we also got to make the arcane furnace, and it looks like we got to make the field projector as well. Oh wow, okay. So wait, what does, oh, maybe the steel casing. That makes sense. The steel casing requires the miniaturization stuff. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, we're slowly getting there, but yeah, I think that is still some good progress today with the heavy machinery. But yeah, if you guys like the episode, let me know. Any suggestions, any recommendations, let me know in the comments as well. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.